So, this video did not go as planned. I've been kind of sick for the last 2 days with a sore throat. I believe it's because of my sinuses and the Georgia weather, as I talk about in the video. But I basically went to work out and didn't go as planned. Halfway through, I started feeling pretty bad. Not energy-wise necessarily, but more like throat. Like my throat was really dry, and it got to a point where I could kind of not really swallow too much, and it really started hurting me. So I did what I could, but I kind of cut it. I cut it short, and they cut the video short too. So I figured, since I cut it short, why not give this video a little bit more value, and talk about how I track my calories. So first off, what I use to track my calories is MyFitnessPal. This is what I use to track my calories. Now, if you don't know how to use it, it is a free app. It's pretty simple on how you use it. I'm not going to go over how exactly you use it. Alright, so I said I wasn't going to show y'all how to use MyFitnessPal, but I lied. I'm going to show you a quick little thing. MyFitnessPal, this is what it looks like when you boot it up, or what you will look like. If you hit this little plus arrow, now I have mine set up to my macro, so you can see 2,400, and then that's my remaining calories. That's amount of exercise, 24, obviously, but 600 calories is what I have. 637 calories is what I have right now logged. But to log food, you go over here to this little plus sign and you hit log food. And then this is all my recent foods. But to log a food, you see I'm under breakfast tab right now. If I click up here and then I click lunch, I can log my lunch. So I know I had 2 rice cakes before I went to the gym, so I'll log them just by hitting a little plus. And you can search up here in the bar any kind of food you want, if you have fast food or anything like that, which I would not recommend on a cut, but regardless, if you do, you can add it in here. Come down here to where it says diary, click on diary. This is all my breakfast foods that I had, so if you want to know my breakfast, there it is. Lunch, that's kind of how that works. You can hit more, and then you can go down to goals, and then you can hit calorie, carbs, protein, and fat goals, and then you can click that, and then you can click calories up here, and this is where you input your daily calories if you're bulking or cutting. Mine's 2,400 calories, and then it'll set this, your carbs, your protein, and your fats. You can mess with that a little bit. Always have higher protein, at least your body weight in protein. So I like to go about 10-20 grams above that. And then, yeah, I like keeping my fat low, my carbs a little bit up. But as far as, counting calories and stuff like that, that's what I go for. When I'm cutting weight like I am now, well, I'm kind of at a standstill at the moment. But back before, a couple days ago, like last week when I was cutting weight, my base goal calories is 2,400 calories. Just talking, my throat is kind of killing me. What that means is base goal calories is how many calories you eat in a day. Mine's at 2,400 when I'm cutting weight. And the macros for that, or the nutrition, would be protein, 210 grams, carbohydrates, 240 grams, and then fats is 67 grams. And that is all compiled into that 2,400. How I go about meals and stuff like that, I give you a rundown on my typical routine. I kind of eat the same stuff every day, really, but for breakfast, I usually do 2 cups of egg whites. That's pretty much straight protein. And then I do 1 packet of oatmeal, which is 160 calories. Put that in a bowl with water. I don't use milk or anything like that, because if you mix it with milk, like whole milk, you have to count them calories. So if you mix your oatmeal with whole milk and you use a cup of whole milk, that's like 140 extra calories on top of the oatmeal's 160. So that's like 200, almost 300 calories right there. When you're cutting weight, you do not want to. You want to cut out all the calories in like drinks and stuff like that, soft drinks and stuff like that. If you're cutting weight, you can't be having them, because them calories, like 200, 300 calories, that adds up. That's a whole chicken breast that will keep you fuller for longer. You want to go more whole foods instead of drinking calories. And I do a half a scoop of rye protein powder into that oatmeal. Really, that's pretty much and I do it like some mozzarella cheese on my egg whites. That breakfast comes out to about 600 or so, 670 calories, kind of on the low end. I like saving my calories for later on in the day, because I do feel like saving my calories, later on toward the night, just in case I snack on something, I have extra calories to balance it out. For lunch, I do a half a cup of rice and then a cup of lean turkey meat, as y'all seen in the last video. If you haven't already, go watch that. It's gonna be up here. It's a full grocery haul plus mindset for 2026. I do a cup of lean turkey, 93.7, and then a half a cup of white rice, 2 rice cakes, and 1 string cheese. Light string cheese, so it's 50 calories. For my snack after I get off of work, so around 2:30, I'll hit yogurt. I love yogurt. I'll do about a cup and a half of either Cabani yogurt, high protein, low fat. I think it's the blue cap Cabani yogurt. I might pop a picture up somewhere on the screen, or either I will do the Aldi's version of the yogurt. I'll pop the pictures up on screen. Really, you want to go for high protein yogurt, so 17 grams, low calories, like 100 something calories, per serving. And for dinner, this is kind of what it looks like. 1 or 2 sweet potatoes, depending on what I track. Some days I'll eat like a little bit more for my snack after work, but I always track it on MyFitnessPal. So if I have a little extra, I know for my dinner, I can only have 1 sweet potato instead of 2. Or if I don't eat anything, I can have 2 sweet potatoes instead of 1. It just, balances out what you eat. It's all about balancing your macros and what you eat and whatnot. 2 chicken breasts and 1 or 2 sweet potatoes with maybe like some broccoli or some greens or, something. At night, I have a Ninja Creamy, which is around 270 calories. I hope y'all do enjoy the video. And if you have any questions about calories, counting, anything like that, let me know in the comments down below, and I will do my best to answer them. I hope y'all enjoy the video. Like I said, didn't go as planned, but we make it work, so I hope y'all enjoy the video. Please make sure you like and subscribe if you are new around here. Regular content should resume after I finish whatever sickness I am. But yeah, I hope y'all did enjoy, man, and peace out. What's poppin', fam, and welcome back to the channel. Your boy has been out of it for about 2 days, I'm not even gonna lie. I don't know what it is, I believe it's the Georgia weather. It goes from 70 degrees one day to 30 degrees the next day, and then it switches back and forth. So it's absolutely screwing me up. I had a sore throat, started Friday, and then I didn't go to the gym Friday or Saturday. I literally just sat at the house. I literally got off early Friday from work, came home, was in the bed from like 1 till fucking the next day. So I'm feeling a little bit better today. My throat's still a tad bit sore, but I think it's just the sinuses running down or whatever it is. Regardless, I got to get a gym session in. I wanted to go yesterday, but my mindset was telling me, let's go. It's time to lift weights, time to film content. But my body was like, no, brother, not today. But anyway, I think I can do it today. So I think I'm gonna hit legs, possibly shoulders. I don't usually do them 2 splits, but like I said, since I have skipped the gym, I only hit the gym once last week, or twice last week. So I'm slacking. But that's not my fault, but still. So I kind of want to start this new little segment thing before my videos and kind of get into the gym session. Basically kind of like a motivational confidence type thing. And I've seen this quote, I'm going to read it to you guys and kind of elaborate on it a little bit. I don't believe God calls you to comfort. He calls you to growth. So if it's uncomfortable, if it's hard, you're probably exactly where you're supposed to be. And that is one hell of a quote if you think about it, because a lot of stuff you go through in life, I know for me personally, when I go through something, I'm like, why does this happen to me, right? Like, come on, why is this happening to me? It's like the worst time in the day, something always happens and it just tries to make it worse. But another way to look at that, and what I've been looking at recently, is like, maybe it's for a purpose. Maybe you're going through this hard patch in your life for a purpose. That way, further down the road, if you go through something similar, you already have, what would be the word for this? You already have experience in it. So it's not going to affect you as much. And it could open up new doors and new gates, versus whether if it's your first time going through that experience, you could be down for like 2-3 months. So if you're having that hard patch in your life right now, it could benefit you in the future. You know what I mean? Just from experience and already going through it and already knowing, how to deal with it and how to move forward from it. That's kind of how I've been looking at certain things that go wrong. Not really wrong. I wouldn't say it was wrong, but kind of go not the way that I want it to in life. God's preparing me for something in the future that could be worse, or He's preparing me for something that could be better, you know what I mean? So that's one way to look at that, and I just thought I would share that quote because it's a damn good one. This is the type of weather in Georgia. The 12 right there. But anyway, this is the type of weather in Georgia that gets everybody sick. That's one thing that I cannot stand about Georgia is the weather, how it just switches back and forth and back and forth. Everybody gets sick, and it's like moggy. I don't care if it's cold as shit, you know. I don't really care if it's freezing cold as long as it's sunny. But when it's like dreary and raining like this, and then it fluctuates in like weather, oh dude, I get sick every year like that. Yeah, I can already tell just by being here. I took a little bit of pre-workout. I forgot to get pre-workout on the grocery haul, but I can already tell I'm gonna have to go get some more medicine for my throat because my throat's feeling drier and drier, which is actually a good thing because it means it's drying up the mucus and everything like that. But I can already tell I'm gonna have to stop by the dollar store and get some more Dayquil or something. I don't know if I want to do squats or not, to be honest with you. Might do leg press, it just depends. My squats are feeling amazing. They felt good. 2 plates went up easy. I could probably throw 3 on there. Only problem, my shoulder. Somehow it is not cooperating at all with what I'm trying to do. Like I literally, if I do like this, my shoulder right here, it feels like it's got a tweak in it. And now I'm pissed off because I was gonna hit shoulders today and I wanna finish squats, but my shoulder just being back in that position. This is what I'm telling y'all, when I get sick, God, it's bright over there. When I get sick and then I come back, I always have something that, like the day that I come back, something always gets like, I don't know, like a slight tweak or something in it. But then once my body gets warmed up over the next two days, it goes away perfectly fine. It happens every time. It happened last year around this time when I got sick and came back. I tweaked a little something, not even doing anything. I haven't even started lifting weights yet. I did 2 sets with squats and already, here we are. So, the workout did not go as planned. I am feeling absolutely worse right now. My throat is completely dry, which, you know, I should have expected that. But I was feeling great coming into the workout. But I'm gonna go to the dollar store, give me some more medicine for my throat. I don't know what the issue is. I think it's like sinuses and like my throat's drying out. But regardless, we got something done today, and something's better than nothing. I felt every set I was doing, I was literally breathing like I just sprinted 2 miles. So that tells me that I had something, mucus or some, you know, clogging me or something. I felt out of shape and it sucked. But we still gave it
pretty good effort. You know, I didn't do too much, and I did as much as I could. Which, if you take anything away from this video, is do what you can. Obviously, if you have the flu or like some like serious, you know, contagious shit, obviously don't go to a public gym. This is more like a private gym, but still, don't, you know, get anybody else sick. It's the Georgia weather, man. It sucks.
You got me hypnotized by the way you look at me, yeah. Baby, don't you lie, girl, you know your body T, yeah. You show me your pretty girlfriend, who is she, yeah. I'm just tryna know if you wanna be with me.